Hi everyone, hope you guys are all doing well. It's Saturday, August 29th, which means we have another $100 box of Canadian nickels to go through. Before I jump right into coin roll hunting this box though, I just want to mention something that I mentioned from my previous video. That would be nickel finds from nickel box number 70. My brother and I were going to do another coin cast, which is just our podcast discussion that we'll be doing. I mentioned that the topic that we want to discuss is whether or not coin roll hunting makes sense at this point with such low commodity prices. Nickel in particular has dropped quite a bit, copper as well, but relevant to our nickel coin roll hunting, right now nickel is at a price per pound where the metal value of each of the 99.9% nickel nickels is actually under the 5 cent face value. In the metal content, the pre-1982 nickels are only worth about 4.3 cents. So what we want to do is just discuss it, and as I mentioned in the previous video, I just want to get your take, if you're coin roll hunting still, whether or not you think it still makes sense to coin roll hunt at these reduced commodity prices. And then we're going to have a discussion. I'd love to touch on some of your guys' opinion as well. But let's get right into this box here. A couple of different rolls, but they've been rolls that we've had a lot of success recently. In particular, the paper wrapped rolls and then the shotgun rolls. So I'm really looking forward to go through this box. Hopefully, our last box we were 6.8%. If we can get around that 5 or even higher, I feel like our luck will continue. So hopefully it's a decent box here. I'm looking forward to showing you guys the results. As always, I'll see what we get and let you guys know what we find. Be back in a bit. Alright, welcome back everybody. Let's take a look at the results for this $100 box of Canadian nickels. In front of you there, these are all of our pre-1982 99.9% nickel nickels. There were 74 of those in total, so not a bad result for these rolls. Once again with this box, it was more of a consistent result for each roll. It seemed like each roll had 1 or 2 in there, maybe the odd one had 3 or 4, but we'd rather have that type of consistency rather than getting, say, a roll with 10 and then going with a large number of rolls without any. It just makes it a lot more fun, and it's also kind of good for us going forward, just to know that there's likely to be some in a wide range of rolls that we get. But let's take a look at the older and more rare coins, and I have to say that the best part of this box is these older coins here. No Young Queen portraits. However, we did have 4 12-sided nickels. We have a 1962 to start, as well as a second 1962, and then a third 1962 12-sided nickel from this box. And then the last 12-sided nickel, we have a 1959, again, Young Queen with those 12-sided nickels. Now, we also had a 12-sided nickel from 1947. This one is a King George VI nickel. And also, too, a couple videos back, we had a 1947. If you look down to the lower right of the 7 in the date there, again, you'll be able to see that there is the maple leaf variety on this 1947. I'll try to see if we can get it just a little bit clearer. Hopefully it can come up on the video. For the 1947, there's 2 varieties, the maple leaf that you see in front of you there, and then also, instead of that maple leaf, there would be a dot. And unfortunately for this find, the dot is a lot more valuable than the maple leaf underneath the 7. But nonetheless, very happy to find another 1947 maple leaf variety. And then we have another King George VI, this one all the way back to 1939. If you saw our previous video, I believe we found 2 from 1939. So now we have a third to add into our most recent results. And then going into our last row here, some really fun and interesting results. We have a wide range of very interesting coins. Let's start with the Centennial Rabbit. I believe it's 4 boxes in a row now where we've had at least one 1967 Centennial Rabbit. This one not as nice as the other ones. As you can see, it's quite dirty, a little bit beat up. And here we have a really fun result, nice find. There's nothing particularly interesting about the 1967. It is a 99.9% nickel. However, as you can see, this 1967 is actually an error coin. You can tell by the edge of the rim. If you look down to the lower right of the coin, it's actually a lot thinner around the edge than the upper left. In fact, on the video, hopefully it comes up, it's quite a significant error. It really stands out, and I just happened to check. I remember seeing that there was this error on a 1966. So we did get lucky. Again, a lot more of, maybe I can point it out here. Around the upper edge here, it's a lot thicker than the lower bottom right here. So that one's a missed strike. And I did happen to find another 1966 in this box, and it didn't have this strike error. So it was really nice to get a 1966 of this particular variety. So again, we're going to keep that off to the side. And then a great find here. It's been a few years now since we found a King George V nickel in one of the boxes. Here we have a 1927 King George V. And just in case you've never seen a previous video of ours with a King George V, just turn it around. Very cool coin. Very happy to get another King George V. We've had a pretty long drought, and it's always great to get one. We'll add into, I think we have about 12, maybe 10 of these, so it's not often that we get a King George V in the box. So really interesting results with our older, more rare coins. Again, some really interesting finds. We had an error, another 1967, and then finally a King George V. So we're going to add another 9. All of those older coins, those were all 99.9% nickel as well. So if we add it to the 74 you see in front of you, it's 83 99.9% nickels. That works out to be 4.15%. So right in the middle of our expected range, a little bit over 4% again with this box. We're very happy with that result. So I hope you found this video interesting, guys. Again, we're going to keep coin roll hunting. We picked up our boxes for this upcoming week yesterday on Saturday. Unfortunately, one of them, and I'll show you guys in the upcoming video, one of them has already been searched through, so unfortunately we won't be able to go through one of the boxes. However, the second box looks very promising, has a lot of the paper wrapped rolls, shotgun rolls, and clear plastic rolls, which have had decent luck for us recently. So I'll be sure to go through that box next. But that's it for this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed the results. Let us know what you guys are finding, if anything interesting in your rolls. If you could like, comment, and subscribe, we always greatly appreciate that. Have a great end of the weekend here, and we'll see you guys soon. Bye for now.